Hi guys, welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai. I'm technical tutor at Perseverance Software Training Institute. All right. So let's talk about types of websites. So basically, we have two types of websites. One is static, and other one is dynamic. So let's start with understanding what are static websites. All right, see, the static websites are nothing but, right, by the name implies, as the name implies, right, static is something which is predefined and which will not change. So when discussing about static websites, the content is predefined, the content is actually hard coded, and it does not change unless manually updated by developer directly. All right, so it is the way of static websites, all right, which is actually static, which is not dynamic, all right, which will not change based on the user interactions. See, ideally for the static website, there will be no user interactions, right? So that is our second pointer, all right? So no user interaction. So limited functionality. Users can only view the content without modifying it. See, if you see something called as Wikipedia, right? So we can view the content, but it's not required for us to modify it. It is already there. We can recommend something, right? But the content which is already there, we can just view it and we can utilize it. That's it. We cannot make any interactions. So there will be no interactions in static websites, right? And coming to the performance, so it is very fast to load, right, since the content is pre-defined and pre-built and stored exactly the way what we are able to see on the UI, and that data is exactly stored on the server. All right, so that's about static. Okay, so when we talk about dynamic websites, the content generation is happening all the time, right? Content is dynamically created on the server using, using server side. All right, so the content is generated dynamically on the server using server side, meaning is the content will be dynamically generated, and it the content resides, and based on the inputs or the user's request, the content will be generated dynamically, and it resides on maybe other server, all right, which is somewhere. Okay, server is nothing but a computer, all right, technically we should call a server. So server side is nothing but, the whatever, I mean, when we talk about server side, the data is actually all the data or the logics, everything, it is stored on the server side, right? That we call it a server side. So you can watch our one of our video which explains about full stack 3 tier architecture. So there you will get to know something called as a backend component. That backend component is nothing but server side. There we have the logics to generate data dynamically, and that particular logic is will reside on the backend component, and that backend component we call as server side. And coming to the interactivity, the users can interact with the pages, web pages, and it may display different content based on the user's input or any actions performed by the user. All right, that is one more pointer. And coming to the performance, it when compared to the static websites, this is bit slower because it needs the data based on the decisions, right, based on the actions made by the user on the front end UI. The data is processed at the back end or the database level, right? So that is the cause. All right, fine guys, thanks.